So, welcome to another video, the One Good Road here. Today I wanted to give you a quick overview of buying your first carbon bike. So the one that I have in front of me right here, or in this video here, is the Malvern Star Oppy C7. It's a full carbon fiber bike. It was my first carbon bike that I have ever bought. I recently sold it to someone, but I had it for a month, or a little bit more than a month actually. And I wanted to give you a quick run over of what you will need to look into if you're buying your first carbon bike, and some tips on buying a used one, because this one I bought used or secondhand off another person, which is a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper to go this route than buying it brand new, is what I'm trying to say. And the reason I'm re-recording the audio is because the beginning one I just wasn't explaining very well everything. So let's run down the group set. I am pointing at the shifters and the rim brakes, and basically everything, all of the group set is Shimano, and it's Dura Ace, which is the highest level that Shimano offer. It's the 7900 series, as you can see there, from Shimano, and it's brilliant. The shifting's fantastic. The cranks feel very solid. The bottom bracket's incredibly smooth. We've got road clipless pedals there on the side, also from Dura Ace, and the derailleur is also Dura Ace and 9-speed, and it's fantastic. It's incredibly light. We took apart the crankset and it's incredibly light. And then what else have we got on here? We've got also Dura Ace wheels as well, C24. Now the whole group set and the wheel set is kind of old, but it's still really good. I think it's maybe 9 years old now. And also gator skins, as you can see there, from Continental, and they're really good. I've ran over like little pieces of wire beads from road trains tires, and the tires have had no problems with having those little things stuck into them, and then I can just pull them out. It's amazing. So when you're buying your first carbon bike, what you want to look for if you're buying it used is any like knocks or little cracks on the frame, because used carbon frames and forks, and anything carbon for that matter, wears out quicker than your traditional aluminium or steel, especially steel. Because it's essentially, it's a plastic bike essentially. If you leave it in the sun for 10 years, it will degrade a little bit. But anyway, my knowledge is not so familiar with carbon. As like I said, it's my first bike, but that's something I would highly recommend. Just make sure you're buying something which doesn't have any micro fractures or anything like that, if you can. Like I'm pointing there about the paint, and looking at little knocks that you might have on the paint work. So anyway, so yeah, we've got Shimano Dura Ace, like I've said. I got a little free mirror on it, which is kind of cool. And you might want to also look out for, like, you see how the bar tape I was mentioning, or visually showing you before, how it's a bit worn. You can replace these sort of things. You can replace chains. You can replace wheel sets if you want to. But the whole bike is incredibly light. Like, it's 8 kilograms. It's incredible. And I do definitely notice a difference compared with my old bike, which was a Reed CX model, which was a lot heavier. It's a gravel bike. Well, it weighs 11.5 kilos. So using this definitely felt faster, but then swapping to it, I've gotten used to it within about 1.5 months, and I start to having to, because you're used to like pushing hard on a heavy bike and then swapping to the light bike. For the first week, it feels incredible, but in reality, it's actually about power. That's what I'm kind of like learning, if that makes sense. It makes you faster, but you've still got to put out the same amount of power, otherwise you're not going to gain the gains. Or at least it's more efficient to ride a more aerodynamic and lightweight bike. So if you're getting into a carbon bike, I seriously recommend having a look at used bikes. I bought this one for 740 Australian dollars, which is around 400 pounds, which I'm guessing is maybe 500 US dollars, I'm not sure. And it was a great deal. You can still pick these up in Australia for around the 700 mark. That's the lowest that people usually go. and then they go up to about 800 and 1,000. But yeah, this Malvern Star has been fantastic. I've been very impressed, and it's actually a discontinued model, which is a bit sad. Malvern Star only made one Oppy C7 with this highest Dura Ace group set on it in 2008, I believe, or 2007, and then they just discontinued it, so they don't make these ones anymore. They're making something else, an Oppy 5, I believe. But anyway, that's a quick rundown of this bike that I've had. It's just a quick update video because I haven't posted anything to the channel in a while, and hopefully in the future I can make some more videos for you guys. I've been having some things going on for me while I've been living in Perth, Western Australia, and hopefully I can get back on the road soon. But I have some links and videos explaining what I'm talking about if you're interested to know what I've been up to in Perth. I'll leave a link or an iCard up in the corner. Anyway, that's a quick update video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.